Good morning, student. Today we will learn problems depends on Pythagoras theorem. So in this chapter, we have studied first point Pythagorean triplets, Pythagoras theorem, then property of 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, property of 45, 45, 90 degree triangle, then similarity in right angle triangles, then property of geometric mean, and then proof of Pythagoras theorem. All these points we have to see in last period. So in this period we have studied some problems based on all these properties. So first question we have to given here, identify with reason which of the following are Pythagorean triplets. So we know that in a triplet of natural numbers, if the square of greatest number is equal to the sum of squares of remaining two numbers, then that triplet is called Pythagorean triplet. This is the property about Pythagorean triplet. So solve the example first. We have to given here three numbers 4, 9 and 12. 4, 9 and 12, this is a triplet of natural number. Which is the greatest number in these three natural numbers? 12. So first greatest number is equal to 12. So square of greatest number is equal to 12 square 144. Square of greatest number 12 square 144. Other two numbers 4 and 9, then sum of squares 4 square plus 9 square. Remember that 4 square is 16, 9 square is 81, 6 plus 1 7, 8 plus 1 9. Sum of squares of other two numbers is 97. Therefore, here we can say that 12 square is not equal to 4 square plus 9 square. 12 square is not equal to 4 square plus 9 square. It means the square of greatest number is not equal to sum of squares of other two numbers. Therefore, it is not a Pythagorean triplet. It is not a Pythagorean triplet. If 12 square is equal to sum of squares of these two numbers, then that is a Pythagorean triplet. In this way, we can decide given triplet is a Pythagorean triplet or not. First, 4, 9 and 12 is not a Pythagorean triplet. So, study here second example. Solution of this given three numbers are 24, 70 and 74. So greatest number is 74. Therefore, square of greatest number, it means 74 square. 4 square 16 plus 6 carrying number 1. 7 4s are 28, 28 2s are 56 plus 1, 57 plus 7 carrying number 5, 7 square 49 plus 5 54, 5476. Then other two numbers 24 and 70. These are two numbers. Then sum of squares is equal to 24 square plus 70 square. 24 square 576 plus 70 square 4900. Then by adding these two, 6 as it is, 7 as it is, 9 plus 5 4 carrying number 1, 5476. Here also 5476. Here also 5476. It means 74 square is equal to 24 square plus 70 square. Is it clear that the square of greatest number is equal to sum of squares of remaining two number? Therefore, it is a Pythagorean triplet. It is a Pythagorean triplet. In this way, we can decide given triplet is a Pythagorean triplet or not. Then third example we have to given here. Given three numbers are 11, 60 and 61. Greatest number, which is the greatest number? 61. Therefore, square of greatest number 61 square, 1 as it is. Then here 237, 1 as it is, 6 2s are 12 2, carry number 1, 6 square 36 plus 1 37. Then other two numbers 11 and 60. Sum of squares is equal to 11 square plus 60 square. 11 square 121, 60 square 3600. Then sum of these two 3721. This is 3721. This is also 3721. It means 61 square is equal to 60 square plus 11 square. Square of greatest number is equal to sum of squares of remaining two numbers. Therefore, it is a Pythagorean triplet. It is a Pythagorean triplet. In your examination, we have to ask which of the following triplets or given triplet is a Pythagorean triplet or not. In this way, we can solve it. First, take a greatest number, its square. Then other two numbers, sum of squares. When square of greatest number is equal to sum of squares of other two numbers, then that triplet is a Pythagorean triplet. This is very easy question. This question is for your examination for 2 marks. So, in this way we can solve this type of examples. Question is that given triplets are Pythagorean triplet or not. So, next question we have to study here. Do you understand? I know that you have understand betterly, but more and more practice at your home. You have to must it, because problems we have to solve more and more. Then in your examination we have to solve easily. In this problem we have to know the square of numbers from 1 to 50 and some methods for square of numbers. या ठिकाणी तुम्हाला वर्ग करण्याच्या पद्धती काय माहिती असणं गरजेचं आहे आणि कमीत कमी 1 ते 50 पर्यंतचे वर्ग त्या ठिकाणी पाठ असणं गरजेचं आहे. सो नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लेम वी हॅव टू स्टडी हिअर. So next example we have to given here. Second example is that in a adjoining figure, this is a given figure. Angle MNP is equal to 90 degree. Segment NQ is perpendicular to segment MP. NQ is perpendicular to segment EMP. MQ is equal to 9, QP is equal to 4. Find ENQ. So, when we have to solve this type of example, first observe the given figure carefully and write the given things. In a triangle, which is the triangle? In triangle MNP. In triangle MNP, we have to given that segment NQ is perpendicular to segment EMP. This is given things. Here MQ is equal to 9, QP is equal to 4. MQ is equal to 9 and QP is equal to 4. And we have to find NQ here. So, whenever in a right angle triangle, remember that in triangle MNP, angle N is equal to 90. In triangle MNP, angle MNP is equal to 90 degree. It means it is a right angle triangle and segment NQ is perpendicular to segment MP. This perpendicular is drawn on the hypotenuse. When in a right angle triangle we can draw a perpendicular on a hypotenuse, then by property of geometric mean, therefore by property of geometric mean, बघा या ठिकाणी काय भूमिती मध्याचा प्रमेय वापरून किंवा भूमिती मध्याचा गुणधर्म काय सांगतो, NQ square is equal to MQ into QP. MQ into QP. So value of MQ is 9 and QP is 4. 9 4s are 36. So NQ square is equal to 36. Here taking square root of both sides. Taking square root of both sides. NQ is equal to 6. This is the solution. Very easy. But remember, by property of geometric mean, this is very important because given triangle is a right angle triangle, we can draw a perpendicular on hypotenuse by its opposite vertex, and then geometric mean property is NQ square is equal to MQ into QP. In this way we can solve first example. NQ is equal to 6. So third example, solution of this example. First observe the given figure carefully. Here QPR is a right angle triangle and here also PM is perpendicular to hypotenuse QR. So in triangle PQR, angle QPR is equal to 90 degree. Angle QPR is equal to 90 degree, and then segment PM is perpendicular to segment QR. Same. This is a right angle triangle and perpendicular is drawn on the hypotenuse. Here also we can use the property of geometric mean. By property of geometric mean. By property of geometric mean. बघा भूमिती मध्याचा प्रमेय या ठिकाणी वापरायचा आहे. काय म्हणता येईल, PM square is equal to QM into काय MR. We have to given PM 10. 10 square is equal to QM 8 into MR as it is. 10 square 100 is equal to 8 into MR. This into 8 goes to division. Therefore MR 8 ones are. Then 8 ones are 8, remaining 2 20, 8 twos are 16, remaining 4 40, 8 fives are 40. Therefore MR is equal to 12.5. But remember that here we have to calculate QR. Then QR is equal to QM plus MR, because these 3 points are collinear. QR is equal to QM plus MR. Then QM is 8, MR is 12.5, 8 plus 12.5, 20.5. Therefore QR is equal to 20.5. This is the solution of given problem. In this problem, first write given triangle is a right angle triangle. Then this is we have to given segment PM is perpendicular to segment QR. QR is a hypotenuse perpendicular drawn on a hypotenuse. Then by property of geometric mean, this is very important. Property of geometric means the square of this perpendicular segment is equal to product of the segment which can be divided by this altitude. बघा या भूमिती मध्याचा वर्ग या दोन रेषाखंडांच्या काय असतो गुणाकारा एवढा असतो म्हणून या ठिकाणी. देन फोर्थ एक्झाम्पल वी हॅव टू स्टडी हियर. In the adjoining figure we have to given find RP and PS, only we have to given SR. So in triangle PSR, in triangle PSR we have to given angle P is equal to 30 degree, angle S is equal to 90 degree, so angle R is equal to 60. Reason is that remaining angle of triangle. We know that sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. 90 plus 30 120 plus 60 180. So therefore triangle PSR is a 30 60 90 degree triangle. या ठिकाणी लक्षात घ्या हा जो ट्रायंगल PSR आहे तो कोणता ट्रायंगल झाला 30 60 90 चा त्रिकोण झाला. In last period we have seen property of 30 60 90 degree triangle. Which is the property? In 30 60 90 degree triangle the side opposite to the 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse. Side opposite to the 30 degree, which is the side opposite to the 30 degree SR, is half of the hypotenuse, and side opposite to the 60 degree is root 3 by 2 times the hypotenuse. We have to given here SR. SR is equal to 6. So we can write SR is equal to 1 by 2 PR. Reason side opposite to 30 degree. Side opposite to the 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse. So value of SR is 6 is equal to 1 by 2 into PR. So PR is equal to 6 into 2. Therefore PR is equal to 12. PR is equal to 12. We can calculate the value of PR, but we have to calculate also PS. Then PS is equal to this angle is 60 degree. Then PS is equal to root 3 by 2 PR. This is called side opposite to 60 degree. So PS is equal to root 3 by 2. Value of PR is 12. 2 1s are 2 6 are. Therefore PS is equal to 6 root 3. These are the value of PR and PS. PR is equal to 12 and PS is equal to 6 root 3. By using property of 30 60 90 degree triangle we can solve these type of examples. In this way we can solve some examples depend on Pythagoras theorem, Pythagorean triplet, 30 60 90 degree triangle property and property of geometric mean. So let us we have to study another example. So another examples we have to study here. Next example we have to give one. Find the side and perimeter of a square whose diagonal is 10 centimeter. When we have to solve this type of problems, we know about the all properties of square. Suppose we can take here square ABCD. We can consider here let quadrilateral ABCD is a square. We know that in a square all sides are congruent. It means AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD. All sides are congruent. And then angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle D is equal to angle A is equal to 90 degree. This is the property of a square. All angles are right angle. And we have to given here diagonal AC is equal to 10. So AC is equal to 10 centimeter. AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD, and all angles are right angle. This is equation first. AC is equal to 10 centimeter. So, in a right angle triangle ABC, ABC angle B is 90 degree. Therefore, triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. In right angle triangle ABC, by Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square by Pythagoras theorem. We have to use here Pythagoras theorem. Then AC square means 10 square. AB square as it is, this BC square also written AB square from first, because AB is equal to BC, 10 square 100, AB square 2 AB square. AB square plus AB square 2 AB square. AB square is equal to 100 divided by 2. Therefore, AB square is equal to 50. Then, taking square root of both sides, AB is equal to root of 50. Here 2 ones are 2 5s are 10, 0 as it is. Then AB is equal to 50 means 25 into 2, factorize it. Therefore, AB is equal to 5 root 2. AB is equal to 5 root 2. Therefore, side of a square is 5 root 2. And then perimeter of square is equal to 4 into side. Therefore, 4 into 5 root 2, it means 20 root 2 is the perimeter of square. So, side of a square is 5 root 2 and perimeter of a square is 20 root 2 in this way. But lastly, we can write answer in a full sentence. Side and perimeter of a square are 5 root 2 and 20 root 2, here written as centimeter. This is the solution of first problem. First, take a quadrilateral as a square triangle. Quadrilateral ABCD is a square. All sides are congruent and each angle is 90 degree. We have to give one diagonal AC is equal to 10 centimeter. In a right angle triangle ABC, by Pythagoras theorem, by substituting the values, we can calculate the AB. And when we can calculate the AB? By using the formula, perimeter of a square is equal to 4 into side, 4 into 5 root 2 is equal to 20 root 2 centimeter. In this way, we can solve given problem. So, next problem we have to study here. Find the diagonal of a rectangle whose length is 35 centimeter and breadth is 12 centimeter. So, take here diagonal. This is diagonal PQRS. This is rectangle PQRS. Suppose quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. And we have to given that its length QR is equal to 35 centimeter. And then breadth PQ is equal to 12 centimeter. We know that this and this is congruent, this and this is congruent. Then we can draw here diagonal PR. We have to calculate here diagonal PR is equal to. So, we know that each angle of a rectangle is right angle. Angle P is equal to angle Q is equal to angle R is equal to angle S is equal to 90 degree. Each 90 degree. We can write each angle of a rectangle. So, in a right angle triangle, PQR. Angle Q is equal to 90. Therefore, triangle PQR is a right angle triangle. So, in a right angle triangle, by using Pythagoras theorem, PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square by Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem. PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. So, by substituting the values, value of PQ is 12, 12 square plus 35 square, then 12 square 144, 35 square 1225, 5 square 25, 3 4s are 12. By adding these two, PR square is equal to, then PR square is equal to 5 plus 4, 9, 4 plus 2, 6, and then 1369. 1369. Then taking square root of both sides, taking square root of both sides. PR is equal to square root of 1369 is 37. Therefore, PR is equal to 37. It means, therefore, the length of diagonal of a the diagonal of a rectangle is 37 centimeter. In this way, we can write answer in a full sentence. Diagonal of a rectangle is 37 centimeter. We can calculate here square root of this. When we can factorize it, 37, here also 37. So remember the square of 1 to 50. Ultimately, we know that PR is equal to 37. Therefore, the length of diagonal of a rectangle is 37 centimeter. In this way, by using Pythagoras theorem, property of geometric mean, property of 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, property of Pythagorean triplet, we can solve some example. So, this is enough for today's lecture. So, we shall stop here.